Yesterday, on Thursday, October 2nd, I had my pre-op class for my duodenal switch surgery. I had to be there at 8:30 in the morning. I got there a little bit early, about 8:15 or so. I had my final weigh-in, what is the weigh-in before surgery. I'm going to be weighed one more time, when surgery is here. And I also had my picture taken. I did lose, over the last month, I did lose 5 pounds. I was 466 about a month ago. Now I'm 461. So I was a little happy about that, because I really didn't do anything different. After that, the class, they had to check everybody in. I believe there was only about 8 people in our class or so. Not very many people at all. Not even 8, maybe about 5, something like that. And then after everybody got checked in, they took us into a classroom where we met with a nutritionist, dietitian, and whatnot. And she talked about what duodenal switch patients can and cannot eat. That part of the class was pretty much pointless. As some of you know, that de-essers, we malabsorb quite a bit. It's a malabsorption procedure for the most part, with a little bit of restriction. We do have some restriction in the beginning to help us out, but for the most part, it is a malabsorptive procedure. We malabsorb about, I think, 80% of fats, 60% of protein, I believe 40% of complex carbs, maybe 20, 40, I can't remember what it was, but something around there. And pretty much this lady, this nutritionist, was telling us to eat low fat, low fat, low fat, and everybody in the class was just like, no, that's not right. I know Roux-en-Yers, they have to eat low fat things because they can dump on fat and a lot of other things, and they have to eat, low carb, low sugar, and we de-essers have to do low carb, low sugar and as well, but fat is kind of like, free food. She was also talking to us about going over a certain amount of calories and whatnot, and basically she's not educated enough on DS, I think, to teach the nutrition portion of the class. Also, she had mentioned that my surgeon said that DSers only malabsorb 30% of fat, and I have no clue where she got her information about that, and everybody in the class were like, where did you get that information? But anyway, my mom went with me, and I was trying to tell her, a lot of the stuff that she was saying is not true. Like, I remember they gave us a list of foods that we cannot eat, and a few things on there, like high fat, things like mayonnaise or gravy. I know gravy has a flour base, so that may not be like too good. But like Alfredo sauce, for example, Alfredo sauce is just cheese, cream, and butter. Parmesan cheese, cream, and butter, and that's like a perfect DS, snack right there. Just put that over some use it as a chicken dipping sauce, or put over some low carb pasta or something. That can be good for us, even though we are supposed to get protein first. Maybe have, I don't know, chicken breast and eat Alfredo with low carb pasta. I don't see how that's going to hurt us or anything like that, because we do malabsorb so much. So I really think she really needs to get her facts straight on that. Also, after that portion, we went to lunch. Lunch was about an hour and a half. I can't remember exactly what they gave us. I think it was an hour and a half. We went downstairs to the cafeteria. We all had lunch together, all the DSers that were in our group, and we had a pretty good time. That was fun. And then after that, we met for the second part of the class, which is basically, I think she was a nurse. Her name was Bonnie. She was teaching us about the day of surgery, what we need to expect beforehand and afterhand when we're post-op, and all that good stuff. And that was actually pretty much informative. I did know I have a pimple right here. I don't know if you guys noticed that. It's pretty annoying. I got pimples everywhere. Anyway, yeah, she was just telling us how we're going to live post-op and whatnot. It was pretty informative, and also she was telling us a lot of the time the class was put on Lovenox, the book, clot thinner stuff, and how we need to inject it afterwards. We watched a video on that and whatnot, so that's pretty interesting. And she gave us a little kit and stuff, which I'll show you guys in a minute. But yeah, that was a pretty interesting part of the class. I really liked her. She was really, you know, down to earth and upbeat and stuff. It was so much better than the beginning of the class. I'm kind of glad that she ended the class and not began the class, because the nutritionist didn't know what she was talking about. Anyway, let me go get the stuff that they gave me. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.